So this is how you do an easy and quick burger for beginners. Okay, today we're going to show you how to do a burger in an easy way. First, you need to put a pan with some butter, a bunch of butter, so you can kind of cook the bread so it's not tasteless. After this, we'll only need an onion, some lettuce, tomatoes, of course the burgers, which are already seasoned. I only put garlic, salt and pepper on both sides, and cheese, which is really important. Cheese is really important. When the butter melts, what we're gonna do is we're going to put the bread from this side down, so it gets nice toast and nice flavor out of the butter. I'll cut some tomatoes and onions. Well, I already put half of the buns in the butter so they can start to fry a bit. And now I'm cutting the tomatoes. So I'll do 2 slices of tomatoes. Each burger should have 2 tomatoes, like this. So each burger should have only 2 tomatoes, like this. Now we're going to cut the onions. First, you need to remove the skin. You remove the outer layer of the onion. So we're not going to use this. And the onions, we're going to separate them. The onions, we cannot put raw onions into the burger. So what I'm doing is I'm separating the onions into this, like onion rings from the restaurant. So when I cook the burgers, I will put them a while so they can caramelize a bit. So I put butter in the pan and then I put the onions. The first half of the buns are already cooked, so they look like this. I'll put this other half. While the butter melts, it's time to put the bread of the burgers. Give them a little time to absorb the butter. You need to move the bread a bit so you can get toasted. The bread should look like this. Now it's time to put in the patties. Oh la la. We put them in the same butter we used to cook the bread. But we're going to add a bit of olive oil. And the secret with the patties is you shouldn't move them a lot. Like, you should only cook them 1 time per side. So cook them about 5 minutes at medium heat or medium high heat. But don't move them too much. Just 1 time per side. If not, they will destroy. So that's not what we want. We want them to stay solid and not destroyed. And it's time to start constructing the burger. In the lower part, like, the burger should go like this. So here we should put the lettuce. So when you bite the burger and all the juices explode, it doesn't make the bread too wet. So you just put lettuce into the lower part of the burger, so when you eat it, the bread is not all wet. And when you turn the patties, you should put 1 slice of cheese into the patties. You should as well put the tomatoes with the lettuce. So 2 slices of tomatoes per burger, like this. So 2 slices of tomatoes, the lettuce, then the burger, well, the bread of the burger. Remember, you should only turn them one time. Don't turn them multiple times. That's a mistake. And immediately you should put the cheese so it can start melting. As you can see, the cheese is there. And now you can put in the onions so they're not raw when you eat them, because raw onions in burgers is a no-no. So with the same flavor of the burger, the onions can absorb the butter and the olive oil and the flavor of the meat, and at the same time getting cooked. They're caramelized a bit. And as you can see, the cheese starts to melt as you put it, right when you turn it around. And as a little detail, when you put the burger, you can either do a sauce with mayonnaise or mustard or Mustafa John or something like that. But since we don't have it, what we're gonna do is just put a bit of cheese into it. We're gonna put a bit of grated cheese into the other side of the burger. So when we put the burger, we put the patty in this side, and here we put the onions. So it's gonna be a nice combination of onions and cheese. We really like cheese in this house, so we're gonna put a lot of cheese. So now we're gonna put the patty. So one patty in. And after putting in the patties, we're gonna finish it off with the glazed onions and the cheese. So one onion per bun. This combination of onions and cheese is really, really good. You should really try it at home. So this is how you do an easy and quick burger for beginners.